Hi guys, we're back with another day of math to work on. We are going to start by playing Build It, and then we are going to play another game. And this game is called Race to the Top, How Many Tens? And I believe that we have played this before, except this time it's going to be just a little different. Okay, so let's go ahead and start, and we are going to start with Build It. So I want you to go ahead and count the dots that you see on my screen here. So count those dots and put that number in your head, or tell someone next to you at home how many dots you see. Okay, so here's how I counted these dots. I think that there's 26 dots, and I will tell you how I got that. I saw one group of 10 here, and then I saw another group of 10 here. So I counted those 10, 20. And then I saw these dots down here. It's not a full 10 frame, so I know I have to count those by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I see 20 and then 6 more. Okay, so here is my here is what I'm going to give to you. I am going to add some, okay, to this to these dots. I'm going to add some. Okay. What if I add 3 more dots? What if I add 3 more dots? I want you to tell me, what would you do? Think about it and tell someone next to you at home, what would you do to figure out how many dots there are all together? Okay, so there's a couple things that we could do, right? One thing that I know is I know that I could add these guys together. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so I could add these 3 dots here. I could add them right in to those dots. So now I know that I have 9. Okay, so I know 6 and 3 more is 9. You could do that. Okay, another thing that you could do is you could count on. We just counted 26. You could count on 27, 28, 29. Okay, another idea that you could do is you could say, well, I know that we could do what we kind of did last time. You could put the tens together, so 2 groups of tens, and then you could come up here and you could put your ones together. So 6 and 3 more, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you could say 29. All right. So there are a couple different ways that you could add those together. So here is my next question for you. I'm going to give you just maybe a little trickier. So we know over here that we have 26. This time, I want to add 6 more dots. I want to add 6 more dots. Okay, so I want you to talk with someone at home, figure out how many dots would we have now. There are a few ways that we could do this, so no way is wrong. Okay, so here, let's talk about the few different things that we could do to solve this problem. The first one, we could easily count on. We know that we have 26, and we could count on with these dots over here. 26 in our head and count on. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's one way that we could do it. Another way that we could do it is we could take all of our ones over here and we could put those together. Something that I noticed, I have 5 up here, and then I have 5 down here if I put these ones together. Well, I know if I have 5 and 5, that makes a group of 10. So I'm going to take a group of 10 and put it here. Okay, so I used these 5. I used those 5, and I used these 5. So now I know that I have this one and this one left, and that's 2. So I'm going to move these over here and I'm going to bring that 2 up. So now I have the number 30, 10, 20, 30, and then 2. Okay, that's one way that you could do it. Another way that you could do it is still using these, our ones. Okay, you can still use your ones. I said I wanted to add 6. Okay, I know that I could put 4 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could take 1, 2, 3, 4 dots and I could put those there to make a full 10 frame. Okay, so I have a full 10 frame now. Okay, so I used 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I just have these 2 left. So I can move those 2 here. And I still have the number 32. So there's lots of different ways that you can solve that problem. There's no right way or wrong way. As long as each time we got the number 32, that works. As long as we check and make sure. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to play a game, and you guys can do this on the Game Center. Okay, so this game is called Race to the Top, How Many Tens? 2, like the second game, okay? So we've played this before, where you flip the cards, you add them together, and then you count how many 10s there are, and you write that number here. This is the same thing, except both numbers are going to be 2-digit numbers, I think. Let's see. 34. Oh, yeah. The numbers are bigger now. Okay, so we have 34 and 22. So I want to add those together. So let's make 34. I'll do 3 groups of 10 because I see a 3 in the tens place. And then I'm going to do 4 ones because I see a 4 in the ones place. Okay, how many groups of 10 am I going to need to build this number 22? How many groups of 10 will I need? Yep, I need 2 because I see a 2 in the tens place. Okay, and then now I see another 2 here in the ones place, so I need 2 little ones, 22. Okay, now I want you guys to count and tell me how many do I have all together. Tell someone next to you, think about it in your brain, how many cubes do we have all together? Okay, one way for me to do this is to put all of the 10s together, and then I'll put all the ones together. So I'm going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I counted all of those, and now I'm going to count my ones. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Okay, so I have 56. Now I need to take that number 56 and tell me how many groups of 10 are in the number. Can I write the number here? Oh, it's not letting me write it. Darn. Okay, what about over here? No, it doesn't work either. Okay, 56. How many groups of 10? So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 groups of 10 in the number 56. So I'm going to come down here and I see 5 10s. So I'm going to write 56 here. Cool. Okay, let's do another one. Let's start over. Done and done. We can put those here in our discard pile. That means you're finished with them. They're all done. If you discard something, you throw it away. Okay, so we have 3 and 6. Okay, so I can do 3. Another way I could do this, I could count on. I could put 6 in my head, 6, and count on 3 more. 6, 7, 8, 9. Or if you need the cubes, you can use the cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you could count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which way would be quicker? counting on. So if you get two numbers that are single digits, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I want you to try counting on. Okay, we can do it. We're in first grade. We can do counting on. So 6, 7, 8, 9. How many groups of 10 did we make? Did we make it to 10? Do I have any towers of 10 over here? No, so there's 0. So I'm going to write the number 9 right here under 0 groups of 10 because there is no number. There is not a number in the tens place. All right, let's do one more. Discard, which means we are all finished with these cards. We'll move them over here. All right, so we have 26 and 36. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so let's do 26, 10, 20, and now I have 6 in my ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then now I have 36, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. Okay, now we want to add these together. For me, the easiest thing to do is to add the tens together and then add the ones. Okay, so let's do, or for this one, we could add the ones first and then the tens. We could do that. Why don't we do that? So I'm going to move all of these ones over here. Okay, so I'll add these and then I'll move these guys over here. So we have our groups of 10 over here and our ones over here. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What can I do with all of those that now I just made 10 out of these? What should I do with them? Yeah, I can trade them out. I'm going to trade them. So I'm going to move all of these guys. They make a group of 10. So I'm going to put them down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm going to trade them, and I'm just going to move this over here. It's the same thing, it's easier for me to see that as a group of 10 because they're all stuck together. So I put 10 down here, and then I brought over 10 here. So they're the same, okay? And then now I have these left. I have these ones left. So now let's count our 10. So I have 2 ones, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62. So we have 62. And when we come down here, 6 tens is the same, or I'm sorry, 62 has 6 groups of 10 in it. And that's where we see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 10. So for this problem, we counted our ones first, and we ended up having to make another group of 10. So you can trade them out. Okay, so I have 10 down here, and I just moved them to the side, and then I took a group of 10 and put it up here with these guys. It just makes it easier to count the groups of 10. Cool, so that's something new that we learned today too, that we can trade 10 ones for one group of 10. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what you're gonna be working on today. This is not something that you need to turn into me on Dojo, okay? So you will just work on this on your own at home, and if you want to take a picture of it and send it to me, you can. It says quiz 3. I'm not grading it. I just thought that it would be really good practice. So just because it says that it's a quiz, I am not grading it. I'm not looking at it. You just use it as practice, okay? So you're going to add these cubes together and choose the answer down here. Same thing here. You're going to add these cubes together and choose the answer down here. Down here, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to count these cubes and write the number that matches. So you're choosing one of these numbers up here. Count these cubes, write the number that matches, and then add them together. Okay, and then for this one, you have to write the equation and you have to tell me how many cubes there are all together. And down here, you are showing me which one of these groups, when you add them together, makes 56. Okay, now be careful because there might be more than one group that makes the number 56. So you can get this document over on the e-learning document that I made. I have it attached right there. You can pull it up and you can write your answers on, like a notebook or an extra piece of paper. You don't have to print it off. It's just there for you to use to practice. So I hope you guys have fun, and I hope that if you jump on the Game Center today that you can play Race to the Top How Many Tens by adding those 2-digit numbers together. I will see you guys later.